Hello and welcome everybody. I'm Reshmi Mukherjee and in my channel you get ICC ISC English Literature and English Language Topics. So today, as you can see from the thumbnail, we are going to start Act 1 Scene 7. Actually, I missed this part. I thought that it is already done, so I forgot uploading it. It was there in my website, as you can see, slogskill.com. If you haven't checked, please go and check. It will be very useful for you. And those who have already, and they informed me that Act 1 Scene 7 was not uploaded. So we are going to discuss it, and it is a short scene, but it is extremely important because of this that I have written over here, soliloquy. And we have the first part which includes only the soliloquy, so that before your exam, if you want to revisit it, you don't have to waste much time. Directly you will come to the first part of Act 1 Scene 7 and you will get it over here. Right, so we are going to start, and those who haven't yet checked the website, of course, don't forget to check it because it will be very helpful for you for the exam purpose. Right, now let us move to the first picture. Relate the picture with your ideas, with your understanding. It will help you a lot to get a grip on the incidents that is happening in the play. Right, so Macbeth's castle. Hot boys and torches enter sewer, divers servants with dishes and service, and pass over the stage. Then enter Macbeth. So we understand from the picture also, as is given over here, that it is Macbeth's castle. We know that already. Duncan has come over here. He has come with an intention to honor Macbeth because of his performance as a general, and Macbeth's castle, because Duncan is here with all his important personalities, they are going to rejoice, and there is a feast, as you can see on the screen, right? So there are musical instruments played, which is the hot boys, and there are torches. That means torches are lit here and there, as you can see. And enter a butler. Okay, sewer is actually a butler or a servant with all the food and stuff, right? And a number of other servants with dishes. Different course of meal, as you can see the platter. Look at the amount of dishes and the tasty platter over here. And what they do is they pass from one side of the stage to the other side. Okay, so they are just moving around. We can understand that a banquet is ready. King is eating along with Macbeth, and then we see that Macbeth has left that banquet and is coming to the other side of the stage. That means he's coming out from the banquet to because he's worried about something, and he cannot, pay all his attention. His focus is not there in the banquet, right? So he has come out of that case. Now, Macbeth is saying, so we see now Macbeth speaking. After this, not after this, during this meal only, Macbeth is very thoughtful, as you can see in this picture, right? So Macbeth says, if it were done, it is actually the murder of Duncan. That means if the murder of Duncan, if the business or the murder was over as soon as the murder was committed, okay, if it were done quickly, if the assassination could trammel up the consequences, trammel means prevent the consequence, and catch with his Circe's success. That means with his Circe's success means could achieve its success as soon as Duncan is dead. The Duncan is dead, which means that there should be no consequences. If an action had no consequences, that but this blow might be the be all and the end all here. That means so that this single action of murder, that I have committed the murder and I don't have to worry about anything else, right? So it should be the all that is required to end anything. Okay, so but here upon this bank and shoal of time, we would jump the life to come. That means he knows that in this life I am standing in a shallow water. Shoal is shallow water of a river bank, and I would risk the chance of any life after death by committing this crime. Okay, but in these cases we still have judgment here. That means what he is trying to say, that in this life, if I am standing in shallow water of the river bank and I can risk the chance of any life after death, there is no life after death. And so what is he actually thinking about? Soliloquy, his deep thoughts within himself are coming out. Okay, he is thinking that if I can commit a crime and that is the end of it, if there is no consequence, what consequence is he talking about? His consequence is he's thinking about his afterlife. that if I commit such a cruel deed, such an inhuman deed, I'm killing my guest, I'm killing my own king. Okay, if I do this, then I will, of course, suffer consequences. There will be consequences before death or after death. And after death, I'm of course going to suffer in the next life because of these evil deeds in this life, right? They believe, not we all believe that if we do something in this life, we will be punished by God in the next life and stuff. Okay. I can do this, and then what will happen? There will be consequences. So if there would not have been any consequence, I would have easily done it. But because I am worried about the consequences, I cannot actually commit. Right? Very easy. Next. But in these cases, we still have judgment, and that we but teach bloody instructions which being taught return to plague the inventor. That means if I have invented this cruelty, I know that what I have done, it will teach few people what I have done. And then I will have to suffer from them because of them. Because I have taught them this villainy. Okay, I have showed them that I have killed the king. So they will learn from me, and that will come back on me itself. So I will suffer being the inventor of this cruelty. Right? So this even-handed justice commends the ingredients of our poison chalice to our own lips. So this is even-handed justice. Justice, justice is blind. It will never see that whether Macbeth is doing, whether I am doing, whether somebody else is doing. It will punish everybody. How will be the punishment? You see, if somebody is torturing his or her old parents, okay, not treating them well, you see that this person's child is also watching it. And next day, he will also do the same thing with his own parents. Okay, so this person who is actually, ill-treating, mistreating his own parents, his own old parents, will suffer the consequences once he becomes old. Understood? Abhi, I am treating my parents in an incorrect manner, but I have my children. My children are seeing that. When they grow up, they will also treat me in the same way. So I will suffer the consequences because justice is even-handed. Right? So he is thinking about all of this. Okay. So now he is here in double trust. Double trust means he has come here because he trusts us, and we should protect him for manifold reasons. Why? First, as I am his kinsman, that means I am his kinsman and his subject. Right? Strong both against the deed. That means because I am his kinsman, because I am his subject, he is our king, he is my relative, he is my king. So both the reasons tell me what to do. It is against what I am trying to do. I should protect the king, and what am I trying to do? I am trying to kill him, right? Then, as his host, who should against his murderer shut the door? For host should protect the guest from every problem. He should give away the food also. If he does not have his own food, he should give it away to the guest. But what is he doing? Not bear the knife myself. I should not hold the knife against my own guest. Okay, that is the three things. One is I am his subject. One is I am his relative, kinsman. Third one is he is my guest. So these three things tell me, scream at me, don't do what you are thinking of doing. Right? Besides, this Duncan had borne his faculties so meek, had been so clear in his great office, that his virtues will plead like angels, trumpet-tongued against the deep damnation of the sticking off, and pity like a naked newborn baby, striding the blast or heaven's cherubim, coursed upon the sightless couriers of the air, shall blow the horrid deed in every eye, that tears shall drown the wind. What is he trying to say? This is a long speech. Idea is very simple as that. He is saying that besides, other than these 3 points that I told you before, besides that, Duncan has exercised his royal powers very modestly. He has been very good to his people, to his subjects, right? He has been a very good king. He has carried out his duties properly. And because of these virtuous qualities, these good qualities that he has, what will happen? These good qualities will plead. See, if a good person dies, everybody will, be sad about it. Everybody will be sorry about it. So these qualities, like angels, they will scream there, they will play their trumpets, okay, they will beat their drums. Against what? Against this deep damnation of murder, okay. So against this taking off, is this murder? They will scream that this is not the right thing that has happened to Duncan. Duncan was a good king. He should not have suffered this death. So his own qualities, like angels, he will scream out. That means people will not accept this, okay? Because he has been a good king. And what else? And pity like a newborn babe, striding the blast or heaven's cherubim, perched upon the sightless couriers of the air, shall blow the horrid deed in every eye, the tears shall round the wind. This part, what is the meaning? This is saying that, and pity is personifying pity and saying pity like an innocent baby, naked newborn baby that is extremely, extremely innocent. Okay, sitting on the wind, striding the blast means sitting on the wind, and heaven's cherubim means angel of heaven will broadcast. So sitting on the wind, like so wind will blow from one place to the other, and like that innocent baby, it will roam around and inform everybody what horrific action has taken place in Macbeth's castle. That means it will spread fast. The news of this murder will spread very fast, and everybody will know about it and deny it, never accept it. Okay? Because Duncan was a very good king. And what else? I have no spur to prick the sides of my intent, but only vaulting ambition which overleaps itself and falls on the earth. Now, this image, I forgot to place it over here, otherwise I would have given it. Imagine you are riding a horse. So if you are, too excited to ride the horse, what will happen? You will jump from this side. But because of that extreme excitement, you will fall from the other side, right? Imagine you jump from this side, overexcited you are, first time you are riding, you will jump from this side and you will fall from this side. Right? You cannot sit. So my ambition is like that. I have an extremely vaulting ambition, too high ambition, over ambition. Okay, and it cannot be controlled. So what I'm trying to do is just like, falling from the other side of the purse. So how will you frame it? You can say that because of my overwhelming ambition, it drives me to leap beyond reasonable limits. This is not the reasonable limit that I will kill my king and become the king. But that is not the right thing. That is something very unreasonable. So I'm trying to do something unreasonable, and thereby ultimately it will lead to my downfall. Falling from the other side of the horse means because of my over-ambition, because of my overwhelming ambition, unreasonable act, I will meet my downfall. I know that I will suffer consequences, and that will lead to my downfall. Okay, so this is not the right thing to do, right? So this is this much we will do today, because as I told you, this is the soliloquy, and this is what not the king yet, Macbeth is thinking. And as you can see in the next picture, we see that Lady Macbeth enters. She says, "How now? What news?" So she enters and says that, "What happened? Why are you here? You should be at the, he has almost supped. Why have you left the chamber?" So Lady Macbeth is going on asking, "What is wrong with you? You should have been present in this banquet. Why are you suddenly out of the banquet thinking on your own? What is this? Stay there, Macbeth. Had he asked for me?" So Macbeth is asking that, was Duncan calling me? Was Duncan asking for me? Lady Macbeth says, "No, you not. He has. Of course he will ask, because he is here for you. He will ask for you. Why are you asking such stupid questions?" We will keep till here, and next class we will continue the rest of it, where we will see how Lady Macbeth, will fester the mind, will infect the mind of Macbeth again and force him to commit what he is committing, what he is going to commit. Okay? So we will keep till here. I hope this is easy for you and you have found it very helpful. And if you have found it helpful, don't forget to hit the like button and share it with your friends, because next portion will only come when I see more views, right? Because 11, 12, mostly class 11, because of the new topic, I don't see that much of response from your end, okay? Unless and until I can see a lot of response, I cannot post a video, because this is YouTube, this is not a personal class. For one person, I cannot upload it. So it is important that you share it with your friends, as many friends possible, so that I can share it for everyone, right? So that is all. I am expecting that I will see more views for this video, so that I can bring the part 2 of this video very soon, right? Thank you so much. See you in my next class. Bye-bye.